Right, listeners, welcome back to Three Girls, One Track. I'm your podcast host, Afsa.
I'm your podcast host, Felicia.
And I'm just here.
Bex.
That's our podcast host, Bex. And we're covering this week's China Grand Prix weekend. It's a sprint weekend, and it's in China. So the girls were up late. The girls were up in the middle of the night. Some of us still drunk from the same
girls were not up
they were
late.
at.
That was you. That was all you, baby girl.
This girl was up
I woke up
That was
at a
all
decent
you, baby
hour
girl.
and watched the race because I am no longer at that age and stage in life where I can stay up all hours of the night.
Girl.
But it was good.
I fell asleep during the race. Not because it was necessarily boring, although I'll get into whether I thought it was boring or not. But because I was still drunk from the amazing bar crawl I went on. So
Our dear sweet girl.
it's okay. We had a great time. But we have some light news this weekend. We can get into it. We have no fashion for you guys. Nobody was fashionable. So
No.
it's going to be news and race.
Been doing
That's all we can
it
give
for
you.
a while.
No. But that's okay. Our first piece of news, as we sort of talked about last episode, because the drivers have a big mouth, but has been confirmed this week, is that Saudi Arabia and Bahrain will not be taking place. Notably, it says in April. I don't know why they worded it that way. It's just saying they won't be taking place, but at minimum, they will not be taking place in April. Maybe they're planning on adding them somewhere else. Maybe. Whatever. But
I personally think if you're going to take them off, take them off.
Just take them
Leave
off.
them off.
Take them off.
Because to do that, people... I mean, it's difficult. People have purchased... I understand why they did it. Don't get me wrong. I think they made the right decision. But you have to think about people have, I'm sure, purchased tickets, purchased hotel stays, worked out transportation, to ask them to now reconfigure their schedules to make it more feasible to go sometime later on in the year. I think at this point, just cut it. Leave your schedule at 24 races and just keep pushing.
Cut your losses.
Agreed.
Unfortunate. It's just the unfortunateness of having races in the Middle East at a time like this.
Yeah. So, very sad, but we will see.
Hopefully, we don't have any issues at the end of the calendar.
I will crash out on somebody if they take my sweet, sweet, sweet Jenna away from me.
Whatever.
I don't know. That one might...
To be honest...
We'll see.
You know, for me, I have nightmares, or I've had nightmares about Abu Dhabi. So if they want to bin that one, I kind of don't care.
Not... Oh my
That's
God.
very
You're
valid.
so dramatic.
I think she has
Not
PTSD.
nightmares about... It's... I feel it's been long enough. I think you can...
It hasn't even been 5 years yet.
It's been 4 years.
Okay, you need half a decade to get over it? Okay, fine.
The trauma. The despair.
Okay. Dramatic much?
Let's move on.
Anyway, speaking of somebody who has gotten over things maybe and moved on maybe, Lewis Hamilton today hard launched his girlfriend, Kim Kardashian, as if going to the Super Bowl together and posting on your Instagram stories that you're at the same place at the same time isn't a hard launch. He doubled down on his hard launch because friends can go to the Super Bowl together. Friends can be in Arizona for
Weren't
no
they
reason
kissing
together.
at the Super Bowl?
I don't know about that. I didn't see that footage.
Pretty sure. Okay. Maybe I imagined it. I don't know.
What friends normally don't do as 7-time world championships is comment heart eye emojis on your thirst traps. So ladies and gents, it's over.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Wait, that's the hard launch? The heart emojis?
Yep. Heart eye emojis. Awooga. The awooga, where the eyes are the hearts.
That's the hard launch?
Listen, this is some Lewis 2016 Snapchat emoji motion. And to me...
Is it?
This is how
it's
you
on
see it
Kim
now.
K's page.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking on his page. I was like, I don't see anything.
No.
Mm.
But this is how Lewis used to get down.
Okay, Louis.
We're adding things to the pile.
Okay, Louis.
Oh, all the little GIF reactions are Lewis in her comments.
It's really
Cute. Cute.
It's really, really funny.
Oh my god, cute. I'm just kidding.
You're funny. Sorry. The last piece of news is complaints from McLaren about being a customer to Mercedes engines, the Mercedes team. As we talked about last week, Toto Wolff and George Russell like to say that there is no difference between being a supplier team and a client team when it comes to an engine. They give them the
They
best
can stop
of
lying.
everything. We treat
They
our
can stop
clients
lying.
very well. That is questionable.
They can stop lying.
After the Australian Grand Prix, like during that, all of that press, McLaren and Williams openly expressed their frustrations regarding the Mercedes engine. Primarily being, one, that being a customer team, one of the sucky things is that only the supplier team gets the absolute latest spec during preseason testing. So you're already on the back foot. You're not necessarily getting the engine that you are the absolute latest specs all the time when you need them.
So question. Say they updated their specs between Australia and China, then McLaren would maybe not get the specs that they had in China until Japan? Is that kind of what you're saying?
I'm not sure if they're at a delay during the season. Okay. I'm unsure about that part. What it is that like at testing specifically, basically if there's spec 2 of the engine and there's spec 1 of the engine, at Bahrain, they like all the customer teams had spec 1 and Mercedes had spec 2. So then you get to Australia and you now both have spec 2. And it's like, okay,
but you never got to test it.
Yes. So James Miles was talking about how, like, in testing and in Australia, like, you're sending the car out and you're going, like, okay, well, I guess that's how our engine works, right? Like, you do not know how your engine works because you're not the one who makes your engine. Mercedes obviously was saying, oh, we fulfilled all our obligations, blah, 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 blah. We do all of our data sharing and such, so forth. It sounds like they had a clear the air meeting. Where they cleared the air. Toto asked them to shut up a little bit.
Shut up a little bit. Wait. When you say shut up a little bit, what is he shutting them up about?
The specific verbiage used by motorsport.com is he sought an agreement to turn down some of the rhetoric surrounding the issue.
Oh, he literally said pipe down about it not being the same.
Quick question.
Well,
so let's just say Mercedes provides the engine to Williams and McLaren. Well, that's what happens, right? So can McLaren say like, oh, thanks for the engine, but now we actually need it to do this. Can they tweak their engines?
My understanding is they could tweak their engine. I don't think they can go to Mercedes and go, hey, Mercedes, make these changes to the Mercedes engine.
So they have to gain an understanding of it to the point where they can make the adjustments themselves
to their own car to work well with the engine, is my understanding. And maybe they can make engine tweaks. Not sure. Not sure if they want to. At the point where you're like tweaking this engine, like
you could tweak it in the wrong direction.
It's the most complex part of the car. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's the ideal situation to be in, is that you're tweaking your engine.
Ugh.
That somebody else provided you. But it appears...
And then what happens if you fuck it up? Then you got to go to Mercedes to take it back?
Exactly. it appears that all is well. It's just that the Mercedes customers are on a little bit of the back foot. They would have appreciated more information, more data, more whatever. Um, and so we'll see. I mean, we did see this weekend that
Well,
some people have a better grasp of the Mercedes engine than others.
most definitely.
Some people
Most
get
definitely.
caught out by
Some
their
people
own engines,
are struggling.
and some people are struggling.
Struggling.
So we'll see if the Mercedes people can get it back together. It seems like some of the teams are doing better with the engine than others. So
Yikes.
sucks for them.
Yikes on bikes.
But that's all our news. Do you guys want to hop into the Chinese Grand Prix?
Why not?
Let's do it. It's a long one.
It's a long one. It was a sprint weekend. There's a lot to cover.
Hello?
So
Hello?
let's start with sprint qualifying. Similar to the update given last time, sprint quali has 6 people eliminated in Q1 and Q2. Same thing where they have to like use the specific tires in the specific rounds, so we don't care about their tires. Any thoughts on sprint quali China?
To be honest,
These Mercedes are getting on my nerves.
well,
Sorry, go ahead, Bex. Go ahead, Bex.
I was
No,
actually going to say, for me, what I'm seeing is people who are going out on SQ1. They're kind of the people I expect. Same for SQ2. The only person that's kind of surprising me is Lindblad. I'm actually surprised that the rookie is not like that. He's doing decent. Like, you know, he almost made it into SQ3. So, yeah, I think.
Wait, with him being a rookie, why are you surprised that he's not doing like top
No, I'm
tier?
surprised that he's not like that.
Crash
You have
out.
Alonso, who is a
Oh, okay. I
You know.
reverse.
okay. So
True.
yeah, I'm just saying like there are other people who are much more experienced drivers who are going out in SQ1, and Lindblad is holding his own.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
I mean, something's wrong with them Astons, as we know.
Yeah.
That's a mess. I don't even know
Williams
what
is struggling. Bless
Williams
him.
is struggling. Hate
And
that for them.
And I know like that Aston Martin have been complaining about their Honda engine, but I'm also like, it seems like the whole car is like, it's not simply just your engine. That could be like a major part, and then it could be affecting other areas of your car. But it seems like from tail to pipe, it is completely messed up. And to me, that's kind of surprising because I'm like, Adrian Newey, what are we doing? I thought you were, you know, the Dondada.
So I ask again.
I thought you were him. What's going on?
I ask again for I think the second week in a row. Do we think his hands are being tied to Aston Martin? Like they're not actually letting him do what he wants to do with that car.
Bex, you weren't here for this because listeners,
Oh,
in case
sorry,
you
Bex,
didn't
yes, my
listen to Australia, Bex had to take a week off. It is rumored, and by rumored I mean I'm pretty sure that Adrian Newey and whoever the head of Aston is it still Mike Crack? Somebody like that. Whoever their big daddy is. They were talking about how there has been such insane turnover at Honda that the people that are currently at Honda have been there since like December. They do not have anybody around who is like an OG hard built bitch. They got all interns basically. They got all the new bitches at the Formula One track to work on the engine, and they're like, "Can I get anybody with years of experience?"
Wait.
At Honda?
Adrian Newey is their team principal?
No.
Why is it saying? Never mind.
Maybe technical director?
Never mind.
Yeah.
Something like
No,
that.
You asked it something wrong because that's not true.
Here,
What did you ask?
Girl,
I'm on F1. I'm on the F1 page.
Nope. Felicia's right.
I'm on the F1 page. I'm on the F1 page. He was team principal.
Correct. Felicia's completely correct. Listeners, we We did not lock in on F1 this winter. We were not locked into the
Listen, life lifed really hard this year, okay?
Adrian Newey is the Aston Martin team principal.
How do you miss that?
As of November. November 26th. November 26th.
Listen, I was cooking up really good Thanksgiving food. Nobody can hold it against me.
Listen.
Okay, well.
Your girls were on the struggle bus. Because I did. You saw the confusion on my face when I looked it up.
That shows you how little they're showing Aston Martin during the races. How have we not seen?
I'm about to say, I don't
get a little something from Adrian Newey.
Nothing.
Adrian Newey, yeah.
Well, we haven't
seen peep from Newey.
Wow. Well, that's crazy. Okay, this makes sense because when I had seen the whole thing about like the Honda issue, they were asking Adrian Newey the way they would ask a team principal, and I was like, I get that Adrian Newey's like a notable figure, but why didn't you go ask the team principal about this?
Because he is the team principal.
Because he is. Well, you caught us out, Adrian Newey. Congrats on the new job.
Since November? Okay.
Since November. It's still new. That's only like 4 or 5 months. He's still a new hire.
Sure. And they said it was going to come into play in 2026, so it was like
so that makes sense.
The announcement.
Yeah. A pre-announcement. I have to say my main only thoughts from sprint qualifying, because I woke up to actually watch it in real time, so I was up at like all hours of the night watching sprint qualifying. I had it written down, my main thoughts.
Go for it.
Someone nuke that Merc.
That Mercedes is gonna get on my nerves this year. That Mercedes is going to get on my nerves.
I'm pretty sure I wrote that on the lap where George put like half a second on these bitches' heads on old tires, and I was like, somebody find something wrong with that goddamn car today.
And every time you're like, all right, somebody done took it, they come back around. I'm like, dude.
Yes. So hashtag someone nuke that Merc
please.
Was my main thing. My second main thing was Haas. I can't remember if it's for Ocon or for Behrman. Actually, no, it's definitely for Behrman because Ocon has the woman race engineer. Whoever Behrman's race engineer is, his name's Ryo. Very cute. Very good looking.
That's not right.
He was sitting right next to Io. His name's Ryo, and he looked great. That woke me up out of my stupor during sprint quality.
You said his race engineer?
Yes, Behrman's race engineer, Ryo.
RYO.
He was very cute. Very handsome man. And that was my main thoughts. I was tired. It was a qualifying session in the middle of the night. That's how quali goes sometimes. And it's okay.
Oh, he is kind of cute. How you doing, Ryo?
Wait. This, unless something happens significantly with Mercedes, I think this is going to be kind of the default quali.
Yes, I think qualifying is going to be very boring because I think that there is a blatant pace advantage. Which is what then makes races a little bit more fun because there's also a blatant like starting advantage, and so then we get to watch people scrap a little bit. Although I have many thoughts on why these regulations are not actually good for racing, and that we are witnessing temporary holdover. But with that, you want to hit the sprint because I think
the sprint was actually quite interesting.
I enjoyed the sprint.
I enjoyed the sprint. I watched it halfway live, I believe.
Yeah.
I think I watched it halfway live. Yeah. It was quite enjoyable. I liked seeing Charles and Lewis actually race. And it was like good racing. It wasn't what we were seeing with McLaren last year. Now, granted, we're only 2 races in. But it was not. I'm like, this is what you get when you have 2 drivers who can really race.
There you go.
Nice to see them go back and forth with each other.
I love seeing them go back and forth. And
you're saying it's only 2 races in, but the fact that they're able to like battle it out like this, 2 races in such an interesting way. I think that's also something to be said, though.
Yes. A sprint race where we get a pit stop will always earn my love. My main beef with sprints is that they don't have pit stops. I understand why they don't, but that's like my main beef with them.
So there's no requirement for a pit stop in a sprint race?
No.
None. Okay.
Yeah, because a third distance, so you really don't need to have a pit stop.
Yeah.
True, but it makes it more interesting, I think. I agree with you.
But it was as fast as quick as Mercedes is. It's actually interesting to see how fast Ferrari is off the line.
I love seeing it.
Like they're so quick. I don't know what happened to Kimi for this race. He was just, I don't know if it was slow, he was having an issue with his car. It seemed like his reaction time was just slow. I'm not quite sure. But it was, like, I think that's where you're going to start seeing, like, Ferrari get an advantage. And that's kind of why I'm like, maybe don't look a little too hard at these cars, because I don't want Ferrari to lose their advantage either.
Well, Ferrari's advantage is an advantage appropriately sought, because their only advantage is they went, oh, this whole turbo thing is going to be fucked if you don't heat it up properly. So we're going to make the turbo part of our engine as small as allowed and like as small as possible. And the other of them went, why would that be a problem? And so that's why, like, I think that's why Kimi didn't get off the line well. Is that, like, he didn't get off the line well for the same reason Max got off the line horribly last week and this week.
Yeah.
And he just had it to a much lesser extent. I think that's kind of what it is. Is, like, you're going to see weird off the line starts. Because basically, if you don't get your turbo up to temp and up to speed, you're not getting off that line. And the Ferraris just basically don't have one to get up to speed.
Yeah, I did hear or read, maybe I read it, I don't remember. George complaining about the fact about Ferrari's cars and how I forgot the specific. Was it that they didn't want to share information?
It was that.
Sorry, continue.
No, you're totally good. The thing that George was complaining about, and I hate to give George credit, but he wasn't even really complaining. The thing that he was informing us of his opinion about, we'll call it, to give it positive spin, is the fact that there are still changes that could be made to prevent starts like what Kimi has and what Max has from happening by updating the starting procedure, And he was now actually complaining about the fact that Ferrari is obviously going to stop any of those discussions from going on, if possible, because they developed their engine in such a way that they do not require these accommodations. And so naturally you are like, well, no, I want you guys who didn't do this to fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
But if that's what they want, then why are they not sharing their whole whatever combustion thingy, whatever that they had that makes them so fast?
I do believe that start time, well, I'm listening to I'm not sure if I'm going to use the right terminology, but how quick someone is off the line can actually be like a safety issue.
That's the argument that Mercedes is making.
It's basically like, if what happened to Kimi, because Kimi was like, you should see everyone's like very quick off the line, and Kimi is just like, it's almost like it's almost like when you're driving, you just kind of slowly let your foot off the brake, and then you slowly inch. That's what it felt, that's what it looked like just visually.
Yeah. He had the same issue.
Was it like a stall? Did his stuff lock up? Like, what was it?
He didn't go into anti-stall, but it's like, you just don't get off the line, because basically, like, my understanding is the engine is not spinning at the speed it's supposed to, because the turbo isn't up to speed. My issue with calling it an actual safety issue is, I think that if we were talking about F3 drivers, if we were talking about F1 Academy drivers, hell, if we were talking about F2 drivers, I'd go, that is a safety issue. Because they're children who can't drive yet.
Yeah.
None of these men on this current grid, I will give it. Maybe in the past, this happened.
In the past.
No, in the past, it happened. These racers, these drivers, at this point in the skill level of Formula One drivers, the guy in front of you going into anti-stall, they aren't crashing into the back of him. Max has yet to have a start where he got off the line.
Well,
everyone, they're still enough drivers.
They just go
around, go past something.
Super easy to go past them. And I'm like, you're right, it's a potential safety issue. And I'm like, you know what else is a potential safety issue? Racing in Baku and having every wall be made out of concrete. That's also a safety issue. By that logic, street tracks by themselves are a massive safety issue because you are ignoring the most safe way to operate, which is to have crash-tested, very specifically built barriers at every single corner that are those tire walls. You should have gravel on every single track to slow them down. You should have very easy offshoots at every single corner so you can push the cars off without the marshals ever getting anywhere near the track. Those are all safety concerns that you could choose to mitigate and make racing worse to mitigate your safety concern. But sometimes we understand that having bitches drive around in a car that goes 300 miles per hour is crackheaded and unsafe to begin with. So what the fuck do I care?
That's really where a lot of some of these arguments should stop and end. You're driving at crazy speeds, my friend.
Insane speeds.
Your start is the least of my concern.
Safety has left us decades and decades ago.
Yeah,
literally.
Your start is the least of my concern. I'm so sorry.
At all. If you don't have the reaction time to deal with the person in front of you possibly stalling at this level, we need to rediscuss some things.
Also, I'm so sorry. Once again, maybe I don't care as much about safety as some other people. I think that if they have their little survival chamber that can survive Max Verstappen being yeeted into a wall at 51 Gs casually, and sure, he was fucked up, but he was alive. I do not think the amount of speed that Valtteri Bottas gains on him from one grid slot to the next, if he were to just go full throttle down and slam into the back of him, I think he will be okay. It would be bad. I would hate to see it. I never want to see my man go outside like that. I think they'll be fine. I think it will all ultimately be okay, and it will definitely all be okay, because that's not gonna happen.
Well, there's that too.
It's just not gonna happen, so I'm not up at night trying to change race procedures because of it. Who cares?
We'll see, y'all.
I had another thought about the sprint. Well, actually, I had many thoughts about the sprint. Thought number one,
what's that?
I think watching McLaren be relegated back to their appropriate place, which is third or fourth worst top tier team, is where they thrive and where they truly should exist. McLaren is a third place team. They are in their soul a third place team. I think they are happier being a third place team. I think that they are better at being a third place team than they are at being a top tier team. I don't think they know how to be truly top tier, because I think it gets to their, it fucks with them. It fucks with how they operate. And I'm like, you guys were meant to be in 5th and 6th place. Truly, I think Norris is really good at being 5th place. I think that he thrives there.
AFSA.
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I think he got his championship. I truly think Lando would be okay if he never got another one again, or if he never. I think he feels like he got his championship. He's certified. That's it. No, if I come in, if he doesn't get on the podium, he's like, well, I got my championship.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm happy for him to be there, because if that's how he can operate, that means I have to hear him less. And Norris, then you're doing what I want you to do, which is I only want to hear you on Netflix in DTS. Because until I started hearing Norris during race weekends, I liked him a lot. I liked him when I heard him on DTS, and that's the main time I heard from him. He was great. I think Norris is extremely likable on DTS, and it is truly his on-track during the race weekend persona that ruins it. I think he's great in a casual interview. So leave that man in the DTS recording booth.
Not a casual interview.
I think he's great at it. I think that's his place. I truly think that they are better as a 3rd, 4th place team. Because I think they have a victim mentality. And to have a victim mentality, you can't be first. Like, that's part of what made Christian Horner so annoying, is he had the biggest victim mentality in the fucking world.
Wow, first.
And then was putting 20 seconds on bitches' heads, being like, they want to hate us because we're successful. It's like, shut up.
That's not...
You're not a victim. You are in first place. It is really okay. I think that they have, as a team, they have a victim mentality, and therefore you are better off being third or fourth place, because then at least you're being a victim about something that's actually happening. And that makes you way more likable to me.
Well, oh yeah, okay, sure.
That's it. Moving on.
Yeah, dude.
My only other note for the sprint, and it will carry over into the race, which is thank God for the establishment of Ferrari. I don't know where F1 would be this season without Charles and Lewis carrying every single racing session that we have. Truly, I wish they had the fastest car off rip, because they are car lovers. They are car fuckers, and I think that they deserve it. And they deserve...
Car fuckers?
They are car fuckers. There are only a few what I will call car fuckers on the grid.
Please elaborate on the car fucker.
Max, maybe some of the rookies. To be a car... So one, I think to be a Formula One driver, you should like racing. You should like cars. I think most of them love racing and love cars.
Okay.
You then have a very few select breed that I will say fall into like the same category of being a Formula One driver that like the Gordon Ramsay and Burrell fall into, where it's like you are great at cooking because you kind of want to fuck your food. Like you find your food and your process so invigorating that it makes you way better. Right? Charles and Lewis and Max love racing and love cars so much that they take on an almost sexual approach to their own cars and their own racing.
In her head.
That it makes them more entertaining. It makes them better, and it makes them car fuckers. The glint in Charles and Lewis's eyes when they were talking about like, and then we were racing each other and almost crashed into each other, and it was amazing. And I'm like, you guys almost took yourselves out of the fucking race. Okay? You should be not doing this. And instead, they were both in that interview salivating.
At one point, what was it? It was Charles who was like, does Lewis not know how wide like the size of these cars?
Yeah, and then he goes, like, I'm actually having a fantastic time. And I'm like, you guys are car fuckers. You guys love racing. You love cars in a different way than I think like George Russell loves racing and loves cars. Right? Like Charles and Lewis get into this battle where they almost crash each other out as teammates. And then they maybe get one snarky comment off in the radio, but then they come on and go, oh, I actually really enjoyed that. Right? Whereas if George and Kimmy had that, George would be on the radio being like, I can't believe Kimmy's trying to push me off. It's like you are affronted by the act of racing. And I think there are certain people that even if they will get a snarky comment off and be pissed at you, they are, though, kind of having a really, really good time doing it. You can see it with Charles and Max race, where Max is kind of like, damn, bitch, like, you gonna push me like that? But then 10 laps later is like, honestly, that was kind of hot. Loved that. Like, you know, it's like... and you can see which drivers are about that. Like, I think Alonso,
that was kind of hot.
Alonso is, I don't know, I feel like he's gotten older. I think he's just cared less. I think back in the day,
he's an old man. Like, he's like the curmudgeon of the grid.
He needs car Viagra at this point.
Car Viagra, girl.
Alonso basically, like, back in the day, he used to race constantly. Was driving constantly. So I think he's just kind of
the little bit I know of Fernando back in the day. Okay.
Like, he gets out of the Formula One car and he's like, oh, I want to go race a GT3 car because I want to be inside of a car. Right? That's what I mean, where I'm like, you love this stuff to an extent that, like, elevates your racing, but also makes you a little bit crazy. And I think you need more crazy bitches on this grid. Because as we've seen, the only people out here serving cunt and giving us a race are the crazy ones. Charles and Lewis. Who are like...
Psychotic.
Yeah, I love that for them.
This lady is crazy.
Well, I don't know
her. I don't know her. I just am on this podcast with her.
Girl.
Anyway, those are my main two notes.
The same DNA in your veins.
Exactly.
Anyway, goodbye.
Those are my main two notes for the sprint. I do want to call out something I think we do need to talk about at the sprint overall, which is, as we mentioned, Kimi Antonelli had a dog shit start.
Oh, baby.
And so when he was trying to make up spots on the grid, he hit Isaac Hodger.
Sure did.
And kind of fucked Hodger's race.
Sure did.
And Kimi does this thing that I think is emblematic of his Mercedes upbringing and the fact that he's a child.
I was going to say,
that he goes up to people directly after fucking them over and is like, "I'm so sorry, please forgive me." And he's used to doing it to like Max, who goes like, "1, you're a child, but also 2, I was the child people were really mean to when I messed up. So I guess I won't be mean to you, even if I'm not pleased with getting crashed in a race." He has not considered that maybe his peers, who are also his age, might feel differently about being crashed in a race.
Yeah,
a little bit different. You are age mates. You are both second-year drivers. You are in the same class.
Where did Hodger finish? 15.
Yeah. So he hits Isaac, and then once they're all in the paddock with their little cars, he comes over to Isaac to try and apologize. Very much a la the way that he does whenever he crashes somebody out of a race, right?
He's just a sweet little Italian boy.
Right, he's a baby, so he comes over to a fresh out of the car race driver, which everybody knows is not the most agreeable person to be around.
Don't do it.
And Isaac basically goes like, "Get away from me. Like, shoot. I don't want to talk to you." Bitches on the internet are mad at Isaac for not accepting Kimi's apology and letting Kimi apologize to him. I'm like, I like Kimi a lot. In what world do you hit my motherfucking car?
There you go.
I lose 8 places.
There it is.
On this shit. And as I am putting away my steering wheel and getting my gloves off, you come over being like, "Sorry, I have a rocket ship and I managed to get up to P2. You got fucked. I'm sorry." Like, I'm also telling this motherfucker to get the fuck out of my face. Like, I'm so sorry. One, I'm exhausted. We just had a sprint race. 2, I'm angry. I should have gotten better in this race if I was not hit for no reason by you in a rocket ship that you knew you could overtake me. Why are you making crazy moves around me? Your car is so much faster than mine. You did not need to do that. And 3, bitch, it's Ramadan, and I can't even fast because I'm in this fucking car. So I'm already pissed, okay? I'm having to apologize to God every goddamn day because I'm not fasting. So now I'm pissed, okay? You have
Allah
me
will
on 100.
forgive you, Isaac. He will.
I'm on 100, okay? I'm already hot and pissed. And then you come up trying to be like, "Sorry."
I didn't know Isaac was Muslim.
Yeah, he's Muslim.
Yeah, he's Muslim.
I didn't. I didn't know that.
I would be pissed. So everyone being like, "How could he not accept the apology?" I'm like, me personally, I would have done worse. Like, Shu would not have been my reaction to you coming over to try to apologize.
I mean, do you remember Max and Esteban?
That's what I'm saying. Okay? Esteban's dumb bitch ass.
Max was ready to box.
Max was ready to start swinging. Max actually pushed that motherfucker. I'm like, at least if Isaac had pushed you, I'd be like, maybe at work you shouldn't be shoving bitches. Admittedly, though, I became a Max fan when I saw the clip of him shoving Ocon. But at least I'd be like, yeah, maybe he did something wrong. Telling you, like, get out of my face, I don't want to talk to you is a perfectly
waving you off
reaction.
You just hopped out the car.
I think that's
you know what? Even if I wasn't even like upset, I'm just like, back up, give me some room. I'm hot.
I just had a horrible race. I don't want to talk to you.
Like, let me get to the cool down or something.
Like, let me get out of
the drink some water.
Let me just get out of these clothes that's sticky and sticking to me.
Exactly.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Go watch your teammate at his podium and then come talk to me.
I support his rights and wrongs. It's Ramadan. Don't try him. Okay? Leave that man alone.
Let the man be. He can't even observe his holiday properly. Not holiday,
exactly.
But you know what it means.
Yeah, he can't even observe his tea. But that's all I have on the sprint. Any other fun sprint thoughts from the girlies?
No, I think we got the good bits of the sprint.
I think my only other thought on the sprint, and it has nothing to do with this sprint, The fact that Stefano Domenicali thinks we want 12 of these in a race calendar, he's insane.
Not unless
I think
unless you start making the sprint like wholly different from the race, like use it to like test.
I think like bare minimum, make it one mandatory pit stop.
I don't even think you need. I think you just every single sprint race has like some not weird, but like has a different challenge. Maybe the Chinese sprint race can be, oh, you have to do one sprint. Oh Lord, you have to do one pit stop. The next Grand Prix, reverse grid. The next sprint race, I don't know. Everyone has to be on softs. I don't know. But
yeah, like, I think that you have to kind of like Hunger Games arena this bullshit.
Yes.
If you're going to give me 12 sprint races a year.
Yeah, you know it can't just be, a half race.
Mini. Make a sprint race with everyone using the same car. No, that's not going to be. But
that's insane. That's absurd.
Yeah. But like
the drivers would lose.
You have to do something to make it not just the race but smaller.
The race.
Because I'm happy to do the race but smaller 6 times a year. Because sometimes when you do the race but smaller, bitches do dumbass shit.
Yeah.
Austin last year. Okay. Sometimes bitches do shit that they shouldn't have been doing. But you gotta get it together.
Something.
Spice it up a little bit.
To be honest, I think more than 5, you got to start making them like wholly
somewhat interesting,
or use it to like test out new rules. I think a sprint would be great to like be like a place to test out new rules.
Yeah. Oh, also, small thing: the fact that they're sponsored by Gatorade and we aren't dumping Gatorade on these bitches when they get their little sprint trophies, missed opportunity. This is why you need Americans on your marketing board. Every American would understand. George Russell should have been doused.
The bets on the Gatorade color alone,
you would make so much money.
Big money.
Hello,
I do it. I don't believe in sports betting. I'd bet on it.
I would not, but I would be curious about it.
China, it's going to be red.
Exactly,
or it could be yellow. It could be yellow.
That's a bet you could take.
Why did y'all see Ferrari little? I don't know what the little Chinese GP special attire. I was like, y'all are in China where the color is red. Why didn't you just go full red? But they wanted to have this blue ombre
what
red.
Was it blue? What was it? Hi, Lenny. Hi, Lenny, you handsome boy.
Me. Listeners who can't see the podcast, I have my roommate's
This is why you should watch it.
This is why you should watch us on YouTube. Obviously, it's free to subscribe. You should subscribe every single time. But we have Lenny.
Lenny may get a cousin shortly. Very soon.
Podcast exclusive.
Silence.
Podcast exclusive.
We'll
anyway,
see what happens.
Sorry.
Bex is like, I'm never visiting you again.
But
Woo!
I think we can move on to quali and the real race. And I think we can keep quali brief.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
I don't think nothing. I'm like, quali was not very interesting.
Like, what besides Kimmy, but I was like, almost the exact
the actual thing that happened during quali.
I felt like Q1 and Q2 almost the exact same position that they got in SQ1 and SQ2.
Wasn't it?
Yes.
It was very
It was like functionally the same.
I mean, besides
Pierre Gasly did a really good job. That's a notable thing that happened in qualifying. Pierre Gasly
we forgot to
really
mention
fast.
Pierre didn't even make it out of the
I don't need him to do anything but be employed by F1. I love having him around.
Oh my god.
I love having Daddy Checo around. I want him around all the time.
Not Daddy Checo.
I was like,
he's a father.
Oh, he is a father.
He's a father of many children, and he impregnated his wife right after cheating on her and Monica. He is a father of many children. I love him down. Does he have like 4 kids? We have like 4 kids?
I think that is incorrect. I was always
Sergio.
I was always under the impression that what's his name, Magnussen, was one of the most kids.
Hold on, let's find out.
You know what? 3 kids.
Well, he's not on the grid anymore.
He has 3 kids.
That's still a lot of children. That's still more than 2.
I thought Magnussen had 2 kids.
He has 4.
Sorry, the point being, Checo's a father.
They're all with his wife.
No, they're all with his wife. I'm not denying that.
Cool.
I'm saying he impregnated his wife right after cheating on her in Monaco. It was like really crazy because the pictures came out that he cheated on her in Monaco.
Oh no!
And then like 3 weeks later, he was like pregnant.
Yeah, he does that 4 kids. My bad. You were right.
Pregnant?
Sergio Jr., Carlotta, Emilio, and then a 4th child, a daughter, born in 2023.
That's what I.
They ain't got a name for that baby.
No, that baby's name is
publicly.
Not publicly known.
Not public.
Yeah, that's the.
You're gonna tell us all the other ones. Might as well tell us that one.
Post-Monaco baby. That's the post-Monaco baby. Anyway, as I said, I have a maybe controversial opinion about Kimi getting pole.
Oh God, here we go. What?
Which is, I don't know if I care. And the only reason I'm saying I don't care is because I think that the youngest pole sitter statistic is hotter and sexier when it's one of 2 things. One, even in the fastest car, a ridiculously young pole sitter, right? Let's say that 16-year-old Max Verstappen had the fastest car. That's a crazy age to get an F1 pole lap, right? So it's like, okay, that matters to me. Or the prior to Kimi youngest pole sitter, which was Sebastian Vettel. And they didn't bring it up in the broadcast, but the reason it mattered that Sebastian Vettel, youngest pole sitter ever, got his pole was that he did it in a Toro Rosso.
Ah.
Imagine Lindblad got a pole yesterday.
Girl, you're trifling.
That's
you're
like,
trifling.
you see what I mean? Where it's like, that is like way more notable than Kimi Antonelli getting a pole.
That's like true underdog. That's like true underdog
like, what the
there.
fuck just happened, right? So that's why for me, I was like, I'm happy for you, Kimi. Everybody knows I love Kimi. Baby goat, love
Truly,
him.
yes.
However, it is just of less relevance to me than Sebastian Vettel's pole. Because Sebastian Vettel's pole was truly that bitch put a Toro Rosso on pole? That's crazy.
On pole?
I would agree with you if he didn't win the race. If he just got the pole, I would have been like, okay, congrats, but you didn't actually turn it into anything. The fact that he won the race...
I would accept your disagreement if he had gotten his pole last year.
Why?
I think it is difficult to get a pole in a car that can drop half a second on bitches' heads. You should have gotten pole. George didn't have a working car at the beginning of Q3. I would fucking hope you had a pole. If you didn't have pole, what the hell are we talking about? Also, again, George's car shitted itself at the beginning of Q3. So that's my thing is like, I love Kimi. I'm very proud of his pole. He did an absolutely great pole lap. Love it for him. Slay the house boots down. But you were supposed to get pole. You should have.
So if George if his car hadn't crapped out, you think he would have gotten it over Kimi?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes luck is just on your side.
He was really close to Kimi on a single lap with like no ability to look at data from an initial lap to like improve on different corners. And he was really close. I fully think that George would have gotten pole on Kimi's head easy. And I don't even like George like that. But he would have gotten pole on Kimi's head every single day of the week.
I will say George is showing out for the first 2 races.
We'll talk about that. But yes, I'm proud of Kimi. I think he did great. I will always be hashtag team Kimi Antonelli. Like I said, as long as he didn't take away Max's youngest race winner statistic, that's when the hate watch ended. So,
he wasn't youngest race winner, was he?
He was not youngest race winner. He's 19. Max was 18, I believe.
I hope someone comes and snatches it off of Max's head soon.
Okay. They have put specific rules in place to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, well, someone can always
listen. You know they will find an exemption. They will if they need to. They'll put a 16-year-old in an F1 car if they could.
They won't put a Max Verstappen 16-year-old in an F1 car. That's all.
Yeah, listen. We don't know who's it. We don't know who's go-karting right now.
Listen,
we don't know who's go-karting right now.
Go-kart babies. Here's the thing: there are only 2 demographics of people I will accept taking away Max Verstappen's youngest race win.
Do it.
I'm going to see a blackie Yeah. Never see a woman.
I know she didn't say a blackie.
That's it.
Yes, she did.
Have you lost your mind?
She did just say a blackie.
Those are the only
a negress
people.
A negress blowing up the
I'm actually quitting today.
That's the only one. You're not quitting, bitch.
You're not quitting. Fucker, you ain't going nowhere. Fucker, a negress. I'm over this. I'm leaving. You people are all losing.
You ain't going nowhere. Sit down.
Thank you.
You ain't going nowhere.
Anyway,
you're literally stuck with us forever.
Just because you're family.
Exactly. You're literally stuck with us forever.
Yeah.
We have the same DNA, sister. Say that again. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Any other quality thoughts for the baddies?
My quality thoughts are I was very sad to see Lewis did not get pole. It was looking cute for a minute. But George came in kind of ruined. Well, I wanted him at least to be on the front row.
True.
So
yeah.
I did see that little comment that Toto made where he was like,
which one?
He was basically saying like it's the Mercedes family that made it, that like was able to fit 1, 2, and 3. Wait, did he say? Hold on. Did he say?
No, that was a race. That's a race.
No, he said it after qualifying because I wrote it after qualifying.
Oh, when he said "still our driver."
Yeah, and I was like,
"That's what he said." And then he said the
Columbia still driver. Okay.
Sure. We can talk about that in more detail.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but no, okay. he was like grumbling outside of the garage, like "still our driver." I was like, okay.
What if you suck my whole cock? What about that?
Well, from the back.
Children.
There are no children listening to this podcast. I set it to an explicit rating every single
week. You couldn't tell who the eldest is.
I wasn't referring to children listening. I'm referring to you.
No, she's talking to us. Now. She's talking to us. And listeners, in case you didn't know who the eldest was out of the three of us, the curmudgeon.
I'm hot, sexy, and youthful.
Oh my Lanta! Good God.
The children of the corn.
You're not just a couple years younger than us.
Okay, correct.
Just a couple.
Couple might be the wrong word to use, as couple generally means two.
Okay, here we go with the English and the whatnots. Fine.
Anyway, I want to get into our race, and I have a pre-race statement that has nothing to do with what happened once the lights went out.
Okay, go for it.
My pre-race statement being, as I'm sure some of our listeners are aware, when I talked about things I thought could improve racing last year, I said, bring back reliability issues. I want bitches with hella reliability issues. And I want to clarify that I meant in race. I want you to start, and then your engine gives up. I want you to start, and then your Carlos Sainz and your car's on fire, and you're on an incline, and you're trying to jump out the car. I want Ferrari-style reliability issues, where Ferrari always starts the race. They might not finish it, though. That's the kind of reliability that I wanted. I did not ask for 4 fucking cars to be unable to start the race, okay? And I think what was even more embarrassing is not only could 4 cars not start the race, right? Norris couldn't start the race. Nope. We had 2 cars that were supposed to start from the pit lane, Bortoleto and Albon, right? We were like, maybe it's going to be a pit lane start, whatever.
Nope.
The most embarrassing part was Oscar Piastri, who made it to the grid.
That poor
baby. And they had
to
push his car away.
I felt so bad for Oscar. Because what actually happened to his car?
They had to push it.
It was an electrical issue on the power unit. The engine. An electrical issue on the power unit. And the thing that I think is even more damning of this entire regulation Mercedes engine power unit bullshit, 2 completely separate electrical issues. They didn't have the same issue. It wasn't like a fluke in there. 2 completely separate electrical issues. Oscar has not started a race this year.
A race yet.
If Oscar has another DNS at Japan, he will not drive a racing lap until May.
Wait, what?
Because it's Japan, and then it's a month-long gap because of the
break.
Middle East situation. And then May, we will have probably sketches of Zendaya's Met Gala look done before we see Oscar Piastri race around. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Lon Roach will be dropping hints on what the color is.
Before we see Oscar race a lap.
We might get
a single lap.
Go well in Japan.
Zendaya's wedding dress before we get see Oscar on the track.
We might.
A decal shot? A quick little decal shot?
We might see the shoes before we see Oscar do a racing lap.
Just a picture of the chignon.
We're on track. We are on track for that to happen. And that's crazy. But we had 4 did not starts. Bortoleto, Albon, and both of the McLarens. Once again, the McLarens are much more likable when they're back in true form as an upper mid-class team.
What was the issue with Bortoleto?
Bortoleto had a hydraulics issue. He had a hydraulics issue.
Okay. I was just like...
And
Albon was starting from the pit lane because they changed the suspension. Because one thing that they did change for this year, which is a massive change that is amazing, is you are allowed to make changes under Parc Fermé on sprint weekends because it was dumb as fuck that, like, you could set your car for the sprint, it would rain, and you couldn't change that shit. That's ridiculous. So they've allowed changes, but he was making a suspension change on his car, but he could not get going.
So, like, the engineers just couldn't get the car together in time? Is that basically what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if they couldn't get the car together in time. They specifically said that he failed to get going. Question for the ladies. Do we know who Audi's engine supplier is? Are they
isn't it?
Is it Ferrari?
I believe. Do you know? I'm sounding like a car.
They built
their own.
They do their own.
They built their own.
Okay.
They do their own.
They built their own. So I do want to point out, that it is 3 Mercedes-powered cars and 1 self-powered car.
Wait.
That's all I'm going to say. Williams and 2 McLarens. And then Audi supplying their own shit.
Red Bull has their own.
Red Bull has no, I'm saying of the cars
4
that
out of the 4 who didn't start.
3 McLarens.
I thought we were talking about the whole grid. Sorry.
3 Mercedes engines and 1 Audi. That's it. That's all I had to say. As far as that did not start. And we'll see how that goes. But we can get to the start of the race, which truly, if I have to keep seeing Max Verstappen stall out his car every single race.
What is going on with Red Bull?
They're having the turbo issue.
Do you know what?
The turbo issue.
I get it. You know what? But, like, you can't even get it off the... Go ahead. Go ahead, Bex.
Speak on it,
Put your
Bex.
hand down and talk.
I am wholly
girl
and entirely upset. The one
with
time
what?
I need that motherfucker to do something, he chooses not to. Useless sack.
It's not his choice.
Yes, it is.
Honda. No, it's not.
Useless man. I hate
not Honda.
Red Bull.
Red Bull
do you know what?
Don't make me defend Max Verstappen, okay? It's not his fault.
The disdain I was having for him was dwindling little by little. Now, back at full velocity.
He literally didn't do anything.
I don't care. He's useless.
He's literally incapable of
useless
adjusting the issue that is in place right now.
Disappointment.
It is outside of his hands.
And the thing about it, I was rooting for him. We were all rooting for you.
No, we can't do that.
We can't do that in the light of the documentary.
No.
Yes, I can.
Let's not.
Don't stop me.
Girl,
I don't care about them.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Exactly. But I'm just so upset with him. I'm like,
it's joggers. Spring, summer.
joggers.
Spring summer.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
When will we tie it back? Spring summer. To tie it back,
maybe fall.
I feel about this Red Bull car the way that I'm sure Andy felt when Sheree looked him dead in his face and went, joggers, spring, summer, maybe fall, which is, what the fuck are we talking about here? Okay, I'm watching one of the greatest F1 drivers of all time be cucked by anti-stall? What are we doing?
Unable to finish the race?
Unable to finish the race because his engine shits out? What the hell?
Like, you can't be in the same category as the Aston Martins. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And it
in
hurts
a Red Bull?
me even more.
Where was Arvin? Hold on. Let me check.
Hold on. I think he did fine.
Arvin was 12th. Yeah, and Isaac was
Well, it wasn't 8th. Hard to be 12th in this race. There were only 16 of them.
I'm saying comparatively with the same engine to Max Verstappen, the fact that what's his name? Isaac
Arvin.
Or Isaac, however he likes to say his name.
Yes.
Came in 8th. Isaac. He says Isaac?
Isaac.
We will get into his pronunciation at a later date.
Okay.
I have a clip for us to practice. Yes.
Wunderbar. But the fact that he was able... Is something specifically happening to Max's engine?
So, my understanding is it's not...
He doesn't know how to drive.
Somebody cut her fucking
having
mic.
Some growing pains with the new regulations. Give him a minute.
It's not specifically Max's. It is that you need to get your turbo up to speed. Red Bull's powertrain has a turbo issue. That could happen to any of them. I think it has just happened to Max twice. I don't think that the other Red Bulls are getting amazing starts off the line. I think they're getting perfectly passable starts off the line. And Max is getting fucked starts off the line. My fingers are crossed that by the third race he will get... In Japan, he can't do this in Japan. He can't do this in Japan.
One thing that I did think about...
white iridescent livery, and then he's anti-stalls. We can't have that.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, one thing that I did think about though, could it possibly be their reaction time to the start? Hear me out.
Max is reacting too fast and he's going into a stall.
And then the rookies have that hesitation that Max has gotten rid of since, and that turbo can't keep up.
You know, Felicia, they didn't put you on the wall. Put Felicia on the wall.
Imagine.
I don't know that.
Imagine me in Max Verstappen's ear. Could you?
Think
that man would be cussing me out the whole lap.
You think she's the first person to come up with that type of logic?
Definitely
Put her on the wall. But it upsets me.
I feel like I'd be really good on the wall.
So bad. I think you'd be fine.
Doing what?
I think Felicia, you should apply for Red Bull, one of Red Bull's marketing positions. I think you could do it. I
can do marketing. My job is literally marketing.
You could be the person
I could do
who's
marketing.
That's
not operations.
Little things.
Marketing has been a part of my job for.
We are not arguing
it's
about
just kind of
Felicia's job
you know
description
what,
on this
you know the
podcast.
and other duties.
We are not arguing about people's job descriptions. Okay. We all work and other jobs. Everybody on this podcast works and other jobs. We're not arguing about job descriptions here.
Literally, all of us do. Anyway.
And that's my job.
Girl, anyway. Okay, yours has very strict parameters. Sorry, go ahead, Afsa.
No arguing about your jobs on the podcast. Anyway, one, I hate to see this happening to Max. I hate that for my king. Two, I love seeing a sexy Ferrari start. So thank you, Lewis and Charles, for once again giving sexy starts.
Beautiful.
I will now get into my general thoughts on these regulations, which I gave a tidbit of last time. I think they stand this for what I'm going to say today.
Oh, Lord.
These regulations only make good racing because the drivers are uneducated about how they work at each track.
They're still trying to figure it out.
We are going to ignore Lewis and Charles having dirty, beautiful car sex for a couple of laps. We're going to ignore that part of the race, okay?
Dirty, beautiful car sex.
Yes, we're going to focus on specifically the overtaking that occurred with Lewis and George, because I think that is the best example of what I'm talking about.
The initial out?
Only reason, all of their overtakes.
Throughout? Okay.
Yes. There are only two reasons that those overtakes were interesting. One, Mercedes has an insanely faster car. So naturally, when George is behind, he's going to be able to overtake Lewis. Easy overtakes. Great. The thing number two is a lack of comprehension and understanding how this whole single detection point thing works.
Oh, yeah,
it is once again, we are running into the Jeddah thing that I brought up last podcast, which is DRS at Jeddah wasn't interesting because DRS is interesting. It had nothing to do with whether or not DRS was a good tool for overtaking or whether it was interesting. And that first year they were at Jeddah, where Max and Charles were going boom, boom, boom at each other, back and forth, had nothing to do with whether DRS at Jeddah was good, and everything to do with them learning how DRS at Jeddah worked. Same thing for this year, for this reg, specifically for this race. We were not seeing interesting racing from Lewis and George at that first corner and on that first straight because the regs are good and make good interesting driving. We were seeing that because it took a learning period for George to realize that there was no reason to overtake Lewis at the end of the lap, because then Lewis would get overtake at the beginning of the lap. That's the only reason. We will never see such interesting overtaking during this regulation period at another Chinese Grand Prix. Because the drivers will do what they started doing at Jeddah, which is they do not bother to overtake the person in front of them
do that overtake
at that detection point. They wait, and then the next DRS zone, they breeze by you.
Especially easy. With the battery thing. Because it's you can't even defend yourself because you don't have the battery to do it because you use it to do the overtake.
Exactly. Right. So they are learning how this whole yo-yo battery overtake boost combination works. And boots, that's my ego boost. Sorry. They are learning how this works, and I think that it will be very interesting to see year 2 of these regs, because I think it is very easy right now for us all to go like, oh my god, the back and forth, the yo-yoing, the this, the that, and it is entirely dependent on a ignorance of how it works at each track, because you're racing it under these regs for the first time. I'm personally of the opinion that while I'm very glad for this yo-yo overtaking, one, we've already seen that it quite frankly doesn't matter. No amount of yo-yo overtaking and crazy on-track battles stops the Mercedes from going 1-2 these past races. Ultimately it doesn't end up mattering. And so I will defend these regs when they end up giving me good racing that matters. And maybe if the FIA had done what they were supposed to do and told Mercedes to throw that goddamn engine out, I think if they had told Mercedes, fix your fucking engine, we might be looking at imagine a world where the Mercedes and the Ferraris are on par speed-wise. Oh my god.
That would be a good time. It would be
so interesting.
That would be a good time.
Imagine that's happening.
The race would be 10 times better.
Question. So, with this long-ass break coming up, do we think there's a chance that Ferrari could... Damn. Don't let me get the question out.
Continue.
Felicia, get your question out for the people.
Do we think that there's a chance that Ferrari could tweak their engine to possibly be on par with Mercedes, or do we think that there's not enough time for them to do that?
They could try to tweak it. I don't know if they'll be able to get it to the speed
to Mercedes
that
level
Mercedes has.
I'm going to be real.
Improve.
I think they could maybe improve it. I think if it was an easy tweak to make, I think Red Bull would have figured it out.
They would have already made it. Yeah.
Red Bull had the insider knowledge before Red Bull chose to leak it to the FIA and tell them, hey, Mercedes is fucking around. I think if it was this easy, breezy, beautiful change, Red Bull would have done it. We wouldn't even be having this fucking problem. Right?
True.
I think the fact that Red Bull couldn't get it to work like Mercedes did, and therefore leaked it, tells me that it is, yes, it's a compression ratio and getting the most out of your engine. I don't think it's as simple as a tweak to the design of your cylinders and your chamber it gives you this improved compression ratio.
It's like
I don't
a
think it's
deep
that straightforward.
engineering change, like within
Yes.
the. Okay. I'm just saying, one could hope. One could hope.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, that's what I ideally would like to see, because just seeing those four cars going back and forth in the race, even though Mercedes had like a clear advantage, it was still interesting. So have those four cars equal.
Because the thing is, Mercedes has the car advantage, but I feel like Ferrari has the driver advantage. They are better drivers, I think, personally.
That's you don't need to think about that. Like that's
Yeah.
Lewis is a better driver than George. Charles is a better driver than Kimi.
Yes.
Therefore, combination, they're better drivers.
Si se puede.
Okay.
I didn't take Spanish. I have no clue what you said.
You can do it.
Spanish.
I took French.
Or yes, we can. Sorry, yes, we can.
Oh,
You
we
can take
Obama
Spanish
open
either.
this?
Who?
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Si se puede. Yes, we can. Si
Okay.
se puede.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
You never
next.
watched the cheerleading decom
Gotta
movie?
kick it up. You didn't watch Gotta
Se
Kick It Up?
puede. Si
I was
se
a-
puede.
I was a Bring It On girl. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
gonna
watched
tell
Bring
you
It On
right
too.
now. I'm gonna tell you right now, Afsa, you probably watched it and just
I
don't
probably
remember.
did. That's true. I love a decom, so I probably did watch it. I love
Yeah, it was a
decoms.
great decom.
It was a really good one. I ain't gonna hold you.
It was good.
Well, back in the
It
day, I
was
haven't
good.
seen it recently. It probably
Yeah,
sucked right
sorry.
about now.
It was like,
Go
no,
ahead.
you're totally good. Really quick, I want to talk about our DNFs. One, Max Verstappen, his engine dying on him. Hate that for my king.
Well,
Two, Lance
that
Stroll's
for
engine
my
dying on
guest.
him. Done.
Who cares?
Obvi.
don't nobody give a fuck about that.
Hodger and Behrman did not DNF, but they got into a crash. Hodger
Fair.
did not catch a break this weekend.
I know.
Hodger was having a rough
I
time.
know.
Oh,
My king
baby.
got caught on camera saying he doesn't fast during a race weekend, and all of a sudden the race weekend goes sideways. Like,
Well,
I don't like that for him. I don't like that for him at all.
And he didn't know
then
what
the
he
thing is, they
Ocon
Ocon
crashed, and then
Colapinto-
Ollie still hit up, was right behind the Ferraris.
Ollie did a good job. Ocon and Colapinto got into a little boop boop.
1-2.
Ocon thought he was Gasly. And he went for it.
Oh, Gasly did truck that Alpine up there, didn't he?
He did. Gasly also did a great job. We didn't talk about it in the news because it's not news, but I thought it was very funny. A reporter asked Gasly about Ocon, I think last week, and he basically was like, "You guys
They
have been
need to
asking me
stop
about
asking
this."
these two about the other.
Exactly. He basically was like, "You guys have been asking me about this bum bitch for 20 fucking years. I ain't got new shit to say." Basically, was his response. Was I say the same thing about this stupid ass bitch every year? I ain't got nothing
I'm just, y'all know what the man's gonna say. You
You
know what
he's
these two are gonna say
He's a
about each
bum
other.
little bitch.
Leave
They made
them
me fuck each other's
alone.
girlfriends back when they were 13. Leave them alone.
Oh, Jesus
Leave them alone.
Christ!
Yes.
Listen, the two French can hold a grudge.
Yes. Lewis also appeared to have some sort of power issue at some point that got very quickly resolved. And I would like to once again bring us back to Charles and Lewis. I love seeing how beautiful they are on the same team. I love seeing them race. Truly the only bitches serving cunt on this entire grid this weekend. The only ones who cared about us, the viewers at home. Nobody else is thinking about us.
Okay.
Nobody else is thinking about our viewing experience except for the two friends. Did that cost them the 2-3? Of course it did. But they cared about me at home trying to watch this race at 3 a.m. and try to muster the energy to care about what was going on. And they did it for me. And I appreciate
They
that.
said, you, Asa, we've got your
They
back.
said me, Asa. They cared about me.
They see you.
They cared
Those are your
about me.
people.
They are slay. But yes.
What else about the race?
That was all I had for the race. Lewis's first podium with Ferrari.
Beautiful.
Slay.
The picture
Love to see
of Kimi, Bono, and Lewis was cute.
That was
That
very
was
cute.
really cute.
That was very
Said
cute,
it's a family
Slay.
podium, which
I did see
Yeah.
Toto. It may have not been Toto, actually. I take that back. But I did see some comments under, I think, a post by F1 and Mercedes. I was like, oh, Mercedes, past, present, and future.
oh,
I did see that. I did see that as well.
The,
I was like,
the
this is gonna
press
be
is
so.
messy.
I would have appreciated this a lot more if
Mm-hmm.
if the whole reason that Lewis left wasn't because was
Agreed.
like if he because Lewis left because he felt underappreciated. To keep like Toto and Mercedes were like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
no, already move on.
I understand that like
So
they are never going to truly say and understand why Lewis left. I think that us pretending that this was some like, yay, he just wanted a new experience is like you are drawing unnecessary negative attention to your narrative. So I think that is my only beef with that.
yeah,
But
I same.
I love
But
that for him.
it was I was glad to see him finally get a podium. People can.
Yes.
I know people are still looking for that first win, but slowly making
Yes.
our way up there.
Yeah. Our next race is Japan. I'm super excited for Japan.
Konnichiwa.
It is one of my favorite races on the entire calendar.
Oh, it is.
I think it is a wonderful. Like, I always have a good time in Japan. Admittedly, I had a better time in Japan back when they used to go. We're gonna do this during the rainy season. We're gonna see what happens. I had a better time then because I think that having a God ordained rain race is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's
I
good
love
for
a
society.
rain race.
I love a rain race. I think it's good for society. And so I'm okay with that. But you know what? If I have to trade a rain race for the beautiful cherry blossom shots, I'm almost okay with it because it gets me ready for cherry blossom season in DC. So I am happy for that. So that's thing number one. We have
Isn't
Japan
cherry blossom
coming up.
season like in October?
No, girl. Cherry blossom season everywhere in this hemisphere is in late March, early April.
Oh,
So come visit.
that makes
It's very fun. It's very fun. It's very fun. I love it.
okay.
There's a lot of cherry blossom pop-up bars, which is the best part, in my opinion, about cherry blossom season in DC. Is you can go see the real cherry blossoms, or you can sit in a bar under fake cherry blossoms, and it's very good.
Okay.
So that's thing number one. Thing number two, again, after Japan, we're gonna have like a month-long break. We did not plan out a month of bonus podcasts for you listeners, so we'll get back to you on those bonus podcasts. But any other China GP thoughts? Anything else that rattled your brain this race weekend?
No, overall, this was a strong 7. Wasn't overly entertaining, but it wasn't super boring. I think also too we're
Seven?
just two
I think I'd
races
give it a
in.
6.
Okay. I think we're two
I had a
races
good
in, so I
time.
still,
That's true. It gets an early race bonus. I think if we had this race 2/3 of the way through, we'd be pissed.
yeah, I'd be like, what the heck? Mm.
Yeah. So I'll accept that. Loved it. I do want to call our attention to the F1 draft. Listeners, you may not have realized that Felicia's laptop died, so she's not here. Viewers, you did realize, because we're down to 2. But I'm going to take us through our F1 draft. We had a sprint and a race. We've got extra points going on. Listeners, it's looking rough for your girl, AFSA. I only have 54 points right now. Bex, because she got both the Mercedes on her team, has 118 points. And Felicia has 66 points. Not a great weekend for the Felicia. An okay weekend for me, and as per usual, Bex is benefiting from Mercedes privilege. I cannot wait until after spring break when the FIA strikes yo ass down.
Whatever.
And that's what I have to say. I can't wait for that to
Whatever.
happen. I'm super excited. I will
You don't
say
know.
one.
You don't know.
I do know. Lewis is bringing that 8th, so I actually won't even lose. At the rate that we're on, the 8th is coming home, so Felicia will lose, and that's okay.
Fight me.
I will say
Fight me.
Listeners, in case you weren't aware, we do have a penalty for who loses. Somebody will be trying the entire available spectrum of Cutwaters when we get together. Now, I live in DC. Listeners, that's not crazy to say. DC is a Cutwater city. Our bars serve Cutwaters.
No.
So we are
Disgusting.
Cutwater City. And I was like, you know what? It wouldn't be fair if I tried to buy all of the Cutwater flavors in DC. I think it should be a neutral location known as my mother's home location. I thought that would be very neutral, very cool, very
How is that
chill.
neutral?
I feel
That's
like they would
neutral
still be over there. I
You'd
feel
be
like
surprised.
it would
Now-
still be okay.
So, but
Your mama's
I
liquor store is
knew-
very well stocked.
It is very well stocked. So I had her go do some investigative research.
No,
When she
you
went
did
to
not.
Rewind, I said, "Ma, go to where you see Cutwaters. Take a picture of every flavor of Cutwater that they have in the liquor store."
How many were there?
My sweet mother, because she is
Not
wonderful.
you
and
sent my
sweet-
dear cousin on a mission. She just wanted
I
to go
didn't
get
send
her
her.
wine and
She was
go
already.
home.
She was already.
She
in there.
wanted to get her
Okay.
wine and go home in peace.
We have, and I'm going to hold my fingers up for the viewers so they can see. Lemon drop martini, espresso
Oh, I don't
martini,
like that one. No.
vodka mule.
Oh, no. I could do that.
Chocolate espresso martini,
Nope.
tequila paloma,
I like
tiki
that.
rum mai tai, vodka
Maybe.
transfusion, white Russian,
Nope.
We
Mango
don't need to hear your
margarita
reaction after every
and
flavor.
lime
Calm down.
margarita. So there are 10 Cutwater flavors available at my mother's liquor store right now, right today. Y'all don't want me buying them because my liquor store probably has 15. My liquor
Get
store might have every
out
single available flavor of Cutwater.
my
So listeners,
face.
just so you know, as of right now, the loser is on track to be trying
Nope.
10 different Cutwater flavors.
Nope.
Now, admittedly, right now that loser is me. I can down 10 Cutwaters, everybody's fine. What I think you want to root for, listeners, is you'll want to root for Felicia or Bex to be down to 10 Cutwater flavors.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
you will get much better content.
Nope.
You'll get better content out of it.
So I'm
Nope.
hearing there's 29 Cutwater flavors.
There's
Gross.
10 Cutwater flavors.
No, I've
no,
heard
on
there's
their web, there are
29.
29. That's why I'm saying I think the fair thing to do is we get whatever Cutwaters are available at a major, but not dedicatedly Cutwater regioned Cutwater. Because my store next to me has like 20 Cutwater flavors.
I haven't even seen half of these flavors. A watermelon ranch water.
I have seen the watermelon ranch.
That might could be good.
Ranch water's not good in my opinion, but that's my opinion.
I don't know.
A whiskey lemonade.
Ranch water's okay, but it's just not good.
They have a whole bunch of vodka sodas.
There's a lot of vodka sodas.
I want
Like I
that.
said, this is Cutwater City
Ooh,
and the
they got
Sheriff's
a rum
store.
punch. I have never seen a rum punch. I want to try
Girl,
that.
you try for me.
Listeners, you will get to tune in
Ew,
Wait.
Blake,
and see
can
a
I?
live stream
Then
of
you
us
gotta-
trying
you
the
gotta-
Cutwater flavors.
You know what? I hope you lose, F. I do. I hope it's you.
I'm happy to lose this. This doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
This is something I might try. This is something I would have done of my own volition. This is barely a
is.
punishment. You forget my very famous Buzzball taste test on
Oh,
my
God.
Instagram,
Collins.
in which I tried 17 different Buzzball flavors.
I don't know what is wrong with you.
I got to have a ranking, and I check that ranking every time I go to the store and buy a Buzzball to go, what do I feel in the moment? Because that guides my buying decisions. Anyway, listeners,
Girl.
tune in for that. Be invested in our draft. Rate, review, subscribe because you'll be invested in it.
Wait, what are my
Um,
points again? I'm so sorry.
Felicia, you're at
Not
like
much.
60 something. You're in second place right now.
Praise God.
Now that won't matter when Lewis brings home his 8th,
you know what?
because
Hush.
then I'll be exempt from the punishment.
Not you actually got me rooting on the downfall of my man.
No,
I know. It's sad.
I'm still rooting for Lewis, and I have like literally all Mercedes. So.
I would want that simply because I'm not drinking that much Cutwater.
You are,
Just-
and that's okay. You'll be
Not-
safe and tucked at home. We'll give you some good food. We'll give you water in between every
That
flavor.
poor cat and that poor dog will be snuggled to death.
They will be really happy. But before we go, we have an obligatory pop culture corner. And before the podcast, I was thinking we should talk Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Except I think that if we try to talk about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, we will be here for the next 2 hours.
That's
So I'm
probably-
going to do something easy, breezy, beautiful.
Cover girl.
Cover girl.
Felicia, Bex, have you seen Netflix's Age of Attraction?
Nope,
No.
sure haven't.
So
you know you're the only one who watches half of the things you bring up.
I know. So Felicia and Bex, I want you to close your eyes and imagine an experience. Okay, you are yourselves. Okay, maybe you are yourselves 5 years ago. And
Why
you
5
go
years ago?
to you'll become abundantly clear as soon as I say it. You go to a Canadian retreat
Ooh,
and you are in a beautiful wooded area,
right up
beautiful
my alley.
cabins, beautiful architecture. You are enjoying nature.
Mm.
And, you're with a bunch of other women of varying ages. You see a bunch of other men of varying ages. And you are here to date age
No,
unknown. You
nope,
are here to date men, and they could be of any age. And if
no.
you find a man that you truly connect with and
Mm.
find true connection with, you go to the promise room where you exchange promise rings,
The promise
and
room?
where you exchange promise rings,
Why are
and
my
you
eyes still
reveal your
closed?
ages. Now, I don't know why you actually closed your eyes. Now,
I don't know.
we will not be giving our opinion on promise rings on this podcast for reasons. We will not be giving that opinion on this podcast. Everybody here is barred from giving that opinion. Think
Why?
about it. Nope, don't. I'm telling you, don't give that opinion. I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay,
Don't do it.
I'll hold on to it. I'll hold on to it.
Hold it. But imagine that, and then you go live with the man, and then you decide if you want to commit to him. What I've described to you is the plot of the show, Age of Attraction, where people of varying unknown ages go and date, and they get together. It's like Love is Blind, but instead of not knowing what somebody looks like, you don't know their age. Now, I'm going to take us through my favorite exercise, where how old do you think the people in these couples are?
Oh dear
Oh,
God!
Lord.
Everybody have a great time.
I'm terrible
at
at guessing ages, so I'm gonna tell you that right
I know.
now.
And this show will have you caught up. Obviously, this is a spoiler if you guys ever decide to watch this. I don't think either of you will particularly want to watch this show. And if you do,
No.
I do not think their ages will be the thing that you find intriguing about the show.
No.
So, Teresa and John. How old do you think Teresa is, and how old do you think John is?
Let's see.
And
Teresa's
listeners, I would really say go to the YouTube at this point, because this is all a visual bit from now on.
Teresa's giving 45 to 50. John is
Okay.
giving 35. 30s.
Okay.
No, 30, 35.
Felicia?
That's rough.
I would maybe say early 40s for Teresa. I don't know if I would give her as high as 50.
Okay.
I'm almost positive John is a good deal younger than her, so I'm gonna say early 30s. So like a good
Okay.
9 to 10 years between the two of them.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
And
but
you
you
guys-
said that woman was 50.
45 to 50.
And you know what, guys? You don't even have to argue over this, because you're both wrong. Teresa, 54. John, 27.
I was closer on Teresa than you were, and John,
27 year age
That's a
gap.
hard. That's a strong 27.
That's a hard 27.
No, it's not hard. It's not a hard 27. It's a strong 27. Like,
Okay.
there's a
She looks
difference.
I think his
54.
haircut doesn't do him any favor. She looks great.
Mama look good for 54. I'll give
She
her
looks
that.
fantastic. She slays. I love her. So that's Teresa and
I
John.
gotta pull this
They're
computer
very
closer
cute.
so I can actually see these people's
Yes.
faces.
They're very cute. The main shtick of them that will trip them up is she has 3 children.
Ooh.
One child is 22. One child is 25. And one child is
28.
29 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yes. So that will be their main hangup.
Nope. My stepkid cannot be older than me. No,
Yes.
no.
Up next, we have Vanessa and Logan. Give me your guesses on Vanessa and Logan.
Vanessa is giving me 48. Logan's giving me 25.
Okay, Felicia.
Vanessa's definitely in her 50s.
Okay.
I'd give Logan maybe mid 30s.
All right. Well, you guys are closer. Vanessa's 49 and Logan is 29. They have a 20-year age gap.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
Are they
The main thing,
keyed in
Sorry,
on
yes?
having older women? Is that
they have older women and younger women. We will see combinations.
okay? Okay.
The main thing for Vanessa and Logan is that, one, Vanessa is clearly very insecure about being older than Logan,
Oh.
despite opting into this relationship.
I'm about to say, why you
Right.
come?
Right?
You knew
And-
it was a possibility.
Yes, speak on it. And besides being insecure about this relationship, they're also having sex issues. So Logan is clearly amongst the camp of people who is hesitant to have sex on TV and who is like leaning towards like, oh, this is not my ideal way to go about,
Valid.
I want to take things slow because I want a connection to build. I don't want to be distracted by the fact that I love fucking you. I don't want to stay in this relationship because I like having sex with you. That makes Vanessa feel disgusting and unwanted because, once again, she's insecure about her age, and therefore Logan needs to jump her every time he sees her in order for her to feel like he likes her.
So exhausting.
In her words, a 27-year-old, which Logan's 29, but she was talking to Teresa, a 27-year-old should be like an Energizer Bunny.
Okay.
Logan's not an Energizer Bunny. We also get one of the not most embarrassing sex clips I've ever seen on Netflix, but I would go into witness protection program if somebody recorded me being Logan, in the situation Logan was in.
What was it?
All I'm gonna say is sometimes you arrive a little early to the party. And I would hate for Netflix to record me showing up before the host of the party wanted me to.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they put that on
I wouldn't
TV?
want that recorded. That is unfortunate to have recorded, and your partner's dissatisfaction at the time you showed up to the party is unfortunate. It's one thing if your partner likes that you show up early to parties. Many people love that people show up early to parties. But it's unfortunate, the situation that was recorded. That's all I'm going to say.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
It's unfortunate for Logan in this scenario. Up next we have... Ignore this. Up next we have Pfeiffer and Derek. Tell me about Pfeiffer and Derek. What do you guys feel?
Pfeiffer's given really
One of them is... No.
Am I not seeing her correctly?
I don't know. Hold on. Pfeiffer...
Let me see if I can zoom.
You know what?
Derek.
I take that back. Derek looked like he... Derek, here's the thing. Remember? I don't want to say this, so maybe... He's black. You gotta think differently. It can't just be
I love
what
that
you look.
you think he's black,
don't crack.
you gotta think differently is a controversial statement following Blackie and Negress earlier on the podcast. That's really funny to me. Anyway, we all know what you mean. Black don't crack. Moving on, how old do you think Pfeiffer and Derek are?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go Pfeiffer is 28, Derek is 50.
Okay, Felicia?
I'll give Derek...
Make it snappy, you don't got all night.
You know what? Bite me. I'll give Derek 45 and Pfeiffer 25.
Okay, very close. Pfeiffer, 23, Derek, 43.
Oh, so I was right about the distance.
You right about the distance. Honestly, they have no problems.
Really?
They have nothing going on.
That
he
is
has
a
two
lie.
children. He has 2 children. She loves that about him. Honestly, it appears that their only problem is that he has a 15-year-old son and a 5-year-old son. It appears their literal only problem will be her parents going like, so you're 23 and you want to be a stepmother to 2 children? And that appears to be the only problem they'll have. But she's 10 toes down. She said yes.
Well,
as of right now, it seems like she's going, yes, I want to be a stepmother to 2 children.
she said, my man.
Exactly.
That'd
She's
be
married
like,
my man.
Half, that'd be like you being Bex's stepchild.
Yes. That's crazy.
Come here, little baby.
Exactly. All right. Up next, we have Leah and Chris. How are we feeling about Leah and Chris?
Leah is, let's go 46. Chris is 29? I don't know.
Felicia?
Chris got a little bit of a baby face, so I'm going to put him early 20s. And then Leah, I feel like she in her 50s. She looked good, but I feel like she in her 50s.
Okay. Well, you both were a little bit wrong. Leah's 41 and Chris is 26.
Okay.
Is there anyone here who found someone that it's like of around their own age?
No, because they're not going to follow those people. There were people at the retreat who did that, but they don't follow them into the next stage. Because they want to make television.
This is just something that I noticed, and it might just be the angle of the camera. Chris got a small head.
Anyway.
He has
a small head.
Arms.
I would say it's his arms.
Like, his head don't match his body.
It's not his head. It's his arms.
But I also feel like it might be the angle of the
It's the
camera.
angle, and it's how much of his arms are showing. quite frankly.
Probably.
It's being in a short sleeve shirt because you're seeing so much skin that it
It's
makes
a
his
lot of arm.
His head looks tiny.
And he's got broad shoulders.
Is two things. Leah
What?
is a little bit of a passive aggressive queen.
Oof.
She is the kind of person to be like, no, speak for yourself, when like she does not agree with what you're about to speak. And they also have I think, what I will say is the most generational defining issue of their relationship. And I don't actually think that has anything to do with generation. I'm just going to say, I think it is a very generation coded thing.
What do you mean?
Leah is a woman who is an elder millennial, late Gen Xer. Right?
Okay.
Her man, you're supposed to stand by your man, be dedicated by your man, your life's about your man, your man, your man, your man, your man. In a different way than like Gen Z young millennial women are my man, my man, my man. Very different ways of being my man. Okay. I think Chris, as somebody who's the same age as Chris was during filming, Chris is very Gen Z man of like, and Gen Zer in general, where it's like, I could love you very, very deeply. Leave me the fuck alone sometimes. I will be a person outside of you, and I will, like, sometimes I will be away from you for the function that I want to be, right? Like, I don't want to be at your side all the time. Leah is very elder millennial Gen X coded, where she's like, we're in a relationship, so why do you not want me to be
constantly
on your dick 24/7? And he's like, independent of whether I love you or not, will not, like, it will impact maybe how much I tolerate how much you want to be on my dick. I will still want to do something by myself, right? Like, he is like, oh, we've spent all day together, I'm gonna go like lay down and take a nap, and she's like, without me? It's like,
she's just very needy.
She's very needy in a way that I think generationally was perfectly acceptable to expect your significant other to be with you all the time. It's the same way that, like, there are plenty of Gen X people, and I'm not calling out which specific Gen X person has said this to me, although maybe you can fill in the blanks.
Oh, God.
They're like, well, why would I have friends who are men who aren't my husband's friends? When would I ever be around a man who's not my husband? And I'm like, there's so many scenarios. There are so many.
You mean everyday life?
You mean life? Like what? Right? Same
Moving
thing.
through the world?
I think Leah is like, well, the man that I interact with in life is my significant other. That's the man in my life. And I'm like, you can go talk to other people. You could go get coffee, girl. You don't gotta stay in this house because it's heat after. You can go get coffee. You go have a good day. Talk to the barista. Enjoy a latte. He ain't gotta go with you to go get a latte.
She wants him to go with her to get a latte.
But she wants him to go.
She wants him.
She wants to go, babe, I'm leaving to get a latte, and he goes, I'm coming with you. That's what she wants. And that Chris isn't going to do that. Chris is going to go, okay, babe, have a great time. And you have to accept that that's not what you want. And that's okay. So they're 41 and 26. Next up, Libby and Andrew. Talk to me about Libby and Andrew.
Well, since they look like they're around the same age, but since you told me that they're they don't follow anyone.
There's nobody who's like the same age. There are people who are closer, but
like
there's nobody
generationally the same.
Like there's nobody who's like 2 years apart.
Okay. I think Libby is giving 25. Andrew is probably 45.
Okay, Felicia?
I would reverse it. Libby's in her 40s and Andrew's in his 20s.
Let this be a lesson.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let this be a lesson. I would say women. I'm going to say white women. Filler ages you. Libby is 22 years old. Andrew is 38 years old.
I didn't mean for my mouth to drop open like that. I
think the mouth dropping was appropriate.
My thing is just like 22?
Here's the thing about Libby. While I agree that I don't think that Libby looks 22 in photos, if you watch Libby on camera, it is the fact that they were drinking wine in many scenes of the show made me know she was 22. If they had not been drinking wine, I would have assumed that she's 19 because I recognized many verbal things in Libby that I associate with people my age and younger. Because like there was many different conversational things she did that I was like, I did that. / I do that. And like I know that I do that because people younger than me do that. And I am like tuned into what they're doing. So like what? There was some moment where she was like, oh, da-da-da-da, like, oh, I think that it's como dice lame. And I was like, nobody older than me uses the meme como dice in that way. Como se dice in that way. Right? I know that I am the...
Como se dice.
Exactly. Right? I was like, that is something that was coined and developed by people at oldest, my age. Some people older than me use it, but you're not going to use it in... Like, she was being genuine when she said it. And I was like, the earnestness with which you used it tells me you are at most my age. And then it becomes abundantly clear that she is 22 just from the way that she holds herself, the way she talks, and also the way that she dresses. Like, I love Libby's fashion. Libby dresses like she just got out of college because she dresses exactly how I would dress if I had a lot of money and spent a lot of time on TikTok. Where it's very Y2K, but I bought it from Shein. Not in a bad way, but just in the way that, like, you aren't doing, like, the girls aren't doing Y2K, but it's Scarapelli that ended up at the thrift store anymore. That was a very true Y2K. It's like, you were doing Y2K, but it was from these specific designers and houses and da-da-da-da.
It's giving the trendy, like, fast fashion Y2K.
Exactly. So it was abundantly clear to me that she was 22. Andrew's 38. He has 2 children. A 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. So she is closer in age to his children than him.
Yep.
And they have a 16-year age gap, as I'm sure you can see because both of you can do math. Next up, and you know, we said we were going to keep the podcast short, but I have a feeling y'all going to have some thoughts on these two. Vanilla George. Tell me how old Vanilla and George
is 26. George is 58.
Okay.
Felicia? 58 was up there. I was going to give George maybe mid-50s. I was going to go maybe 55. Vanilla, maybe 25. Okay. She's given young and sprightly.
You guys did good on this one. Vanelle's 27. Jorge, maybe George. I don't like him, so I don't know how to say his name. 60.
Yikes.
What are you doing on this show, sir?
Exactly. We have a couple issues for me with Vanilla and George. I'm going to call him George. I'm sorry, people.
George.
Everybody else named Jorge. I respect all the rest of the Jorges in the world. I don't respect Jorge here. And I don't remember if his name's pronounced Jorge, so his name's George.
George is giving uncle who went to spring break.
Yes. That's the vibe that he gives in the show. Vanelle had a beautiful, stunning, kind 44-year-old man who maybe was a little bit more boring than Jorge / George, but was wonderful. She should have picked him. First, straight up, she should have picked him.
In this actual thing.
In the show. All the problems Vanelle runs into with George would not have happened if she was with this other guy.
Well, listen, she's 27. She's still a little dumb.
She's a baby. Whatever. One, he is exactly who you guys are saying. He feels like the 6-year-old unk that likes to go on spring break still. That's very much his vibe. A couple things about them. One, she has recently recommitted herself to God.
Oh, God.
And so she is on a celibacy journey.
Dear
she has not had penetrative intercourse, and I'm saying that very specifically for a reason I will get into in a second, in 2 years, I believe. Because everybody who's on their celibacy journey hasn't had sex in 2 years. Fun fact. You'll notice it immediately. Look at every single reality TV person who's on their celibacy journey. It's always been for 2 years. I'm saying that so genuinely. So that's thing number one, is she does not want to have PIV intercourse. Because she's committing herself to God. Penis and vagina intercourse.
Lord.
Because
my God.
She is committing herself to God. That's the thing about her. A thing about Jorge is he said, oh, I don't want to have a baby mama. I want my wife to be the only mother of my children, blah, blah, blah. That is the phrasing that he used.
How many kids does he have?
That would imply... Thank you, Felicia.
How many kids does this man have?
He has 2 kids and an ex-wife, right? The way he phrased it would imply that he has not had those things yet.
Mm-hmm.
That he's talking about a future version of him.
I mean, he's 60. More of his life is behind him than before him.
Exactly. So he has an ex-wife and 2 children. She found out about the 2 kids after the commitment ceremony, once they were back in the apartments, after she had already told all the girls, no, he doesn't have kids, I don't think he was married, da-da-da-da. Then he's like, yeah, I was married. And he's like, well, once you
They always
the
wait until
thing,
after
like,
they put that ring on your finger, don't they?
They always wait. And he was like, well, if you accepted the age thing, then the kid thing is no big deal. And I'm like,
nope, not comparable. Apples and bananas. No, not even apples and potatoes.
Having to be, I did not agree to be a stepmother.
I could date a 60-year-old every day of the week. I would not be a stepmother any day of the week. Are you crazy? So that's thing number 1 about each of their own issues. Now let's talk about
be a stepmom.
Okay, let's not.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
I love that for you, Felicia. Let's talk about the interplay of their issues. So Vanelle is very, and I think you both will know when I'm talking about this, she has a very BYU Mormon view of celibacy. Where
oh God.
You tell me you're celibate.
Oh God.
And you're like, I haven't had sex yet. And then I found out that you and your roommates did soaking. And I'm like, you had sex. What are you talking about? Right? She has a very Mormon
Is she
BYU.
Mormon?
No. But she has a very Mormon BYU view where, like, and the thing is, to be clear, I think that you get to set whatever boundary on your own physical body and sexual intimacy that you want to do. I think you get to do what you want to do. They have arguments and discord because when Vanelle says celibate, she means what I specified earlier, which is PIV intercourse.
Don't tell me she tells that man to use the back door. Please don't tell me that she does that nonsense.
I don't think they did anal. Everything up to penetrating intercourse is included. So Jorge, because he's a fuckboy 60-year-old who would go on spring break, is automatically like, well, if you were really celibate, you wouldn't let me do da-da-da-da-da. You're confusing me, da-da-da. I'm like, this really isn't confusing.
It's not, okay.
This really is not that confusing. It's confusing because you don't actually, you're not actually okay with her being celibate. No. Right? Which when she told you, I'm celibate in the promise room, you should have gone, 1, what do you mean? And 2, that doesn't work for me. He did very much the same thing that Mike did to Emma in Love is Blind, where he went, I could accept this inside his brain because I'm going to change your mind. I can accept anything if I'm going to change your mind. Why do I need to not accept it if I think I can convince you to do what I want to do? That's the vibe that he gives, is like, you accepted her being celibate because you did not actually think she was going to wait until marriage to have PIV intercourse. And you thought that even if she did wait until marriage, that she would be so chaste that you would not want to have sex with her. And so maybe you could stick it out that way. And it's like, no, she's an attractive young woman who is still a sexual being, even if she does not want to have penetrative intercourse with you. And you should have thought through the fact that you need to be able to hold space for your sexual attraction to her and respect her sexual boundaries at the same time. Because once again,
that man is 60 years old. He doesn't know what that means. He does not know what that means. Many people don't get. Let's say that Vanelle let you have sexual intercourse with her today. That doesn't mean that you can have sex with her tomorrow, or the day after that, or the Wednesday after that, or the month after that. Her agreeing to sexual intercourse at any point has nothing to do with your ability to have sex with her at any later date. And I think that if you reframed every sexual interaction as an independent, consensual agreement, you would be able to deal with this a lot more, because you would go, am I somebody capable of accommodating fluctual sexual consent and libido? I can't do that. So I need somebody who does not have a complicated relationship with their sexual intimacy. Maybe a fellow 50-year-old woman who was not taught that consent is a fluid, ongoing discussion. Maybe that's who I need to be with. Because I need to have a wife who, the second we have sex, thinks I'm entitled to sex. And maybe that's the wife you need, Jorge. But it was never going to be Vanessa.
Oh, girl.
You should go with Vanessa. You and Vanessa
That's
could have been Pound Town thumping my rounds every day. Okay?
Oh, my God.
And it would have been better for you. In case you can't tell, it's fuck Jorge at this house. The other issue they have, which I think is stupid, but it ultimately causes a breakup between them, is there's a man on the street who is, I guess, yelling something at them. And I don't know if either of you have ever walked through a city. Rhetorical. I know both of you have. Bitches on the street just be yelling shit.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. She is very much a bitches on the street be yelling things. I'm a keep pushing. He
Go about my
confronts
business.
this man because this man has something in his hand and he's escalating and da-da-da. And she's like, I didn't want you to do that. And he's like, well, I'm a man, so I'm going to defend my woman and I'm going to stand up for my woman and I'm going to protect our household.
No. Ew.
Bro, he was dragging it. He was dragging it. It was a
Everything about this man is just cringe to me. It's just cringe. No. No. Can we go to the next couple?
There is no next couple.
Okay. Okay, good.
But yes, a 33-year-old age gap, we hate it.
He's an attorney? Go back.
He is an attorney.
Pursuing his dreams of writing and directing films.
Oh, does he not?
I feel like at a certain age, you gotta give up on your dreams.
I mean, no, never. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. But
whatever. I'm gonna need you to have some dreams fulfilled before you come over here at 60 years old talking about you have some dreams.
I have a dream.
Coming in at 60 with potential is crazy.
It is crazy. But ladies, has this discussion convinced you?
No.
To watch Age of Attraction?
No.
I know.
I know you will keep me abreast of the goings on.
I will certainly keep you abreast.
Which will
also,
have to be enough for me.
Flash forward. I don't know if you guys remember Vanessa and Logan, the couple where she is insecure about her age and she wants to fuck him and he reluctantly fucked her and then arrived to the party too early. We saw a flash forward that he will propose.
Oh.
Between where they were at the end of this drop and where they need to be have a proposal, I don't know how they get there. I don't see how that happens. But
interesting.
I'll keep you abreast.
Maybe
they're going to show up to the reunion married. Maybe.
That'll be interesting. I might tune in.
That would be very interesting. Very too. But
if I was him, I wouldn't want to show up to the reunion. I ain't gonna hold you.
No, literally, Netflix plays a clip about me nutting too early. Why the fuck would I show up to the reunion? That's crazy.
No, I'm done.
You couldn't catch me.
Oof.
You couldn't catch me. But listeners, ladies, we have Japan up next, I believe in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Listeners, you'll be getting a nice bonus. I combined filler and bonus.
Fake bonus episode.
Filler bonus episode next week. I won't spoil what it is for you. Definitely not because I don't remember what topic we agreed upon. Definitely not because of that.
Not at all. No.
Not at all. Not at all. But you will get to tune in for that next, listeners. So,
hello.
Rate, review, subscribe. Send this to the person that, if Netflix recorded you nutting early, you would be okay with that because you love them so much. And you know they accept you for exactly who you are. So send it to that person because that person wants to listen to this podcast. And they want to hear it.
I need to go to bed.
They want to hear it.
I need to go to bed.
Listeners, ladies, we'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, listeners.
Peace.